get into this video. How has my life changed? This video has kind of been like a month or two in the making because I've been taking notes. Right, just for comparison. Do you see what I'm talking about? Like, she just fits, like she hugs. During my experience, from the moment I woke up from my reduction to now, to really think about the differences of having big old titties to being a bit more normal, a little above average, maybe a little above average. Hey you guys, what's up? My name is Ashley. If you're new here, I'm documenting my weight loss journey here on YouTube, my fitness journey, and I just chopped off the yitties. I got surgery, I got a breast reduction. They removed 6 pounds from my chest, a little over 3 kilograms. I drew it a little off, but it's still very different to before. And life is pretty different. One thing I do feel like I noticed, believe it or not, breathing is even easier. I can lay in bed and just take really big breaths and it just feels a little easier. Like without having that weight on your chest pushing you down, my lungs just feel like they have more room to expand. A lot of us get breast reductions because of the back pain, the tension headaches, the shoulder aches, all these issues that we have, which I definitely dealt with. But post-reduction, I'm still dealing with some back pain. I don't know if it's just because my body needs to realign, or I don't know how to stand, or if my posture is just all off because I spent so long accommodating for the extra weight in front of me that now my body's just a bit out of whack and I have to relearn these things. And so now I try to make sure, like, am I standing straight? Are my shoulders back? Like, how is my posture? And maybe I'm overthinking it, I don't know, but it's weird kind of feeling like I'm not sure if I'm walking correctly. And that's actually how I feel. One of the first things I noticed, and I mentioned it in my other video where I covered my breast reduction, covered you guys' questions about it and stuff, is noticing my view. From getting out of the shower to sitting on the toilet to laying in bed, I can look down and my view is just so different. I don't just see endless chest or a belly. I can see my feet. I can see myself. And it was kind of weird at first because you're only used to what you're used to. So I never noticed that, I never really saw my feet when I looked down until I could see my feet when I looked down. And I was like, oh wait, this is different. When I'm showering also, by the way, I used to have to like lift up my breasts and shower underneath to make sure I was getting my torso. I don't have to do that anymore. I just stand there and like the water can hit my chest. It can hit my entire torso. The fact that I even have a torso is just amazing. You don't know how often I would stand in the mirror, hold up my breasts just so I could see my waistline, so I could see my torso, because my breasts would just cover it all the time. T-shirts. I can wear graphic t-shirts. I can wear shirts with lettering on it without the words being completely warped across my chest. You see a shirt, say, ooh, this is so cool. Maybe it has your favorite band. Maybe it has a symbol that you like, an anime character, and you put it on and it's all stretched out and warped so weird because of your chest or because of your size. I touched on this in the previous video too, but walking downhill is so different, or walking downstairs. I usually have to counterbalance for the added weight of my chest when it felt like they were gonna throw me down the hill. So I'd be leaning back. And now it's just a lot easier. I feel more sure-footed. I feel a lot less clumsy. It's just crazy all of the little ways my chest has impacted me and how I move through the world, and I didn't even really know or really notice until now. This one I think I need to explain. So this is again something I never noticed I had to do until I didn't have to do it anymore. And I would sit up, sit up from bed, sit up to watch TV, even doing sit-ups at the gym. And it was a lot harder because again, I had an extra 6 pounds on my chest. So sitting up now feels a lot easier. It's just a lot less ab work. I don't have to really brace my core so much just to sit up. And it wasn't until I noticed it, because you fling up, oh wow, I'm getting up really fast, because I'm used to like bracing and really pulling. But I ain't gotta do that no more. I ain't gotta do it. I think every big boobie girl can relate to this one. I used to always have stains on my shirt. And I just thought like, you know, I'm clumsy. That's literally that's just me. But I actually think it was just my big boobs. I mean, I'm probably still a little clumsy, but it was also the big boobs because I drop food now and it doesn't just automatically sting my chest. Sometimes it falls and hits the floor. It falls between my legs. Oh my God, if I'm wearing a lower cut top, it can fall between my chest and still hit the seat. Like it actually falls between. That would never happen because there was no between. Like unless I pulled them apart, there was no between. But now, yeah, the between area exists. Another thing I noticed is I'd bend over and I got so used to just like bending over and holding my chest that like, it wasn't until I bent over and I was holding my chest and I got up and I was like, wait, why did I do that? Like, I didn't need to do that. I'm so used to bending over and my breasts kind of spilling out of my bra. So you hold and clench so they just don't move. Like you don't want them to spill out of the bra. You don't want them to, you know, and then even when you stand back up, you have to like pick them up and realign them in the bra. There's nothing to pick up. Like, I mean, I got breasts, but it's just not the same. I don't have to realign it and push it and move my nipple from over here to over there. And like, I don't have to do none of that. And it's so incredibly freeing. Speaking of freeing, my surgeon, I remember before my surgery, when we were talking, going through consultations and whatnot, him telling me about how important it is to make sure I continue wearing a bra. And at the time, I was sitting there thinking, I'm not thinking about going braless. What is this man talking about? Like, I've never walked around braless in my life. I can't imagine just walking around braless for no reason. Like, yeah, I'll wear a bra, no big deal. But now, post-surgery, I kind of get it. I don't have to wear a bra. I don't. And it actually feels much better when I don't. And my boobs still look great when I don't. So it's interesting because I didn't, when he was like highlighting this, I was kind of brushing him off like, yeah, of course I wear a bra. And now I'm like, dang it. I get why he's saying it. Like, I have to remind myself, he told me to keep wearing a bra. Let me make sure I wear a bra. Yeah, I can't believe how good it feels to be braless. If people come over, if I'm seeing someone, I don't feel like I have to put on a bra that I look so indecent because it just really doesn't. Before, I would feel uncomfortable being braless in front of people because they're just so big and pendulous. You make a move and your whole chest is swinging. It's just like, you know, everyone's gonna see, you know, they're gonna notice you're not wearing a bra. It's a lot of movement happening and they're just so big. It's inevitable that they would end up looking, which would make me feel uncomfortable, make them feel uncomfortable. I would avoid it altogether. It's like you get used to getting up. Oh, someone's coming over. Let me hurry up and throw on a bra before they, you know, because you just don't want them, you don't want to subject them to that or even yourself. But now it's so nice not feeling like I have to do that because they just aren't that noticeable anymore, you know? They just aren't that noticeable. I will say, I do miss the boob shelf. There are some things I do miss. The boob shelf is one of them, all right? Because I used to have a nice little shelf. I really would sit my cell phone and other things on top of my chest when I would like, you know, had to free up my hands. I would just place it on my chest and go about my life. And I can't do that no more. A couple of things off the top of my head. Hugs feel different. Like, hugs just feel different. It's less of like giving a hug and noticing my breast being smushed against and pressed hard against the other person. And it's more of like, I get to feel their full body. Like, hugs just feel different. To me, they feel better. You guys already know, shopping. I've been waiting my whole life. There's so many things that I've wanted to wear that I think are just so sexy that I never felt like I was able to. From teeny tiny little spaghetti straps to deep plunging front tops or even a backless dress or a backless top. I think backs are so sexy. And now I get to show mine, okay? Now I get to show mine because I don't always have to wear a bra. Like, I could never wear a backless top before because you would always have a heavy duty bra strap because you gotta wear a bra, you got to. Same thing with spaghetti straps. How am I gonna wear a dainty little spaghetti strap that's like falling off my shoulder, looking all cute, when I got army straps holding up my big old chest? Honestly, the heavy duty bras that you have to wear, the heavy duty bras that you have to buy when you have a bigger chest, like, I'm about to save money. I'm about to dress cute. There's so much to look forward to. Bandeau tops, halter tops, strapless tops. The list is just never ending. And especially because the tummy tuck, I feel like a whole new world is available to me. And I haven't dipped my toe yet. Like I really want to. I'm gonna do it and I will be taking y'all with me. But I cannot wait to dip that toe. I really can't. I can cross my arms. This is such a foreign thing. Crossing my arms is like, this feels weird because it's an action I've literally never done my whole life. Like I used to wonder if I could and I would never be able to. And now I can, but it's like, am I doing it right? I don't know. But the fact that I can do it, I can go under the boob and cross. And like, it's comfortable. Comfortable-ish. It's still foreign, but it's not like my arms aren't being pried open, you get me? Seat belts. This happened in Los Angeles. Getting in a car, putting on a seat belt, and having it rest comfortably across my chest. Oh wait, this isn't meant to strangle me. It's not all the way up here on my neck because it has to go around both of the boobs. Like, it was a completely different experience. In a similar vein, being able to wear crossbody bags, being able to wear a purse strap across your body. I always wear backpacks because, I mean, I like purses and I used to wear the one arm. I could only wear it on one arm because wearing it across my chest would highlight the chest and it doesn't always fit also and it just looks kind of weird. So I would wear it one arm, but then the weight distribution would mess up my back that already was having issues. So I got into the habit of wearing backpacks because at least the weight was evenly distributed. It didn't contribute to my already sensitive back. And yeah, but now crossbody bags are an option. Being able to wear a robe without looking matronly, like looking like a grandma, button-up shirts that don't have to fight for their life anymore, being able to wear a button-up or even a blouse and go on an interview without worrying that my chest is unprofessional or that I'm looking indecent. Heck, being able to wear anything without people automatically assuming you're trying to show off. Having bigger breasts to the world, no matter what you wore, you know, unless you were wearing something that was like a tent, people thought, oh, she's vulgar. Oh, she's trying to be, this is just my body. I'm wearing the same top you are, sis. I just got more things happening and that's really not my fault. So I'm looking forward to like being able to wear these things without like getting a certain type of attention and being perceived a certain way. At the gym, this is where I'm most excited to see change. You guys know how much I love the gym. I'm on a fitness weight loss journey and I'm absolutely in love with the gym. I'm already noticing some changes, but I know that when I regain full healing and full mobility back, it's gonna be even crazier. But even right now, some of the things I'm noticing is just having full range of motion. When I'm doing my stretches, when I'm doing a forward fold or laying in a pancake, I can get deeper into the stretch because my breasts aren't stopping me anymore. I'm sure the same is gonna prove true when I get back into powerlifting, when I get back into bench pressing, being able to have a full range of motion going down to my chest. Like, it's gonna be crazy. It's already something I noticed in the rowing machine. I've gotten so used to rowing a certain distance. I'll do the same distance now, and then when I film it and look it back, I'm like, I could pull a little more. I could pull it closer to my chest now than I ever was. It's just getting a little extra range of motion. Scooping fabric under your boob. I don't think I can even do that anymore. Like, I used to have tops and I would, yeah, I can't. I would intentionally scoop the fabric and put it under my breasts on days that were particularly hot and sweaty, because then you got sweat, and I'm like, no, I would scoop fabric under. I don't have to do that no more. I can't even really do that no more because they small, okay? They small. All of these lists, all of these reasons, all of these things I notice and I don't have to do anymore is a big reason why after my reduction, like, I did have body dysmorphia, thinking my breasts were too small, but it was also because I didn't have to do any of this stuff. I didn't have to think about my breasts. They weren't in the way. They weren't obtrusive and taking over my life. And so the simple fact that they were out of sight, out of mind, kind of made me feel like they were off my body. Like, wait, maybe these are too small. Is this what life is like with a small bust, or do I just not have a bust? I think it was the adjustment to all of these things. Even though so many of them are positive, there was also like, wait, but am I looking like a man? Is this, it was a trip. It was a trip. Yeah, this is my life and how things have been different. And some of the changes I've noticed early on. I'm still just about, 3 months post-op or so. So there's going to be more to come, especially as I get more into exercise. I'm excited to just continue going forward in life and seeing how different it's going to be, how freeing it's going to be, on top of how freeing it's already been. If you can't tell, I'm very happy I got my reduction. I still ended up with a bigger bust because this is my life and I liked having a bigger bust. I just didn't want them to be uncomfortably big. And still, my favorite thing is the fact that I get to lay down at night and my breasts aren't in my armpit. Like, I don't have to move them out of my armpit. They don't fall to my sides. They're just there. I can't be mad. I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. You know what's crazy? I was actually having a moment like, are they getting bigger? Because I work out and I watch my footage back and I'm just like, they still look like they're really big to me. And I mean, I guess they are. So much for me thinking I was teeny tiny. This side profile, why these boobies? The teeny tiny titties. This though, doing this after my reduction and just, of course I have pictures and videos, but our memory and our brains are so faulty, you cannot trust it. So definitely, if you're gonna get a reduction, like, do stuff to monitor how the before looked. So whenever you have body dysmorphia, you can compare, all right? To see, like, to really see the change.